Oh, how we're doing? I was just filming a beer review just a second ago. Woo! Let's talk some nonsense. All right, I'm off. Off from the grind and stuff. I was thinking about being a Lyft driver. I don't know. I still haven't completed my whole application for that. Um, Miss B-Rad, she's at the grind trying to earn some money for bills and stuff. So I'm here. Stepdaughter's out with her boyfriend. Stepson's got some type of gaming going on right now, and I'm home alone. Woo! Or however Macaulay Culkin does it. I've got a fantastic IPA for you today. It is called Evil Twin Brewing Company, and it's called, of course, I love this shit. I love the way craft beers. It's called the Maltile Cocktail, and let me tell you what, it is. I believe is 12% alcohol by volume. Woo! Damn! That's like almost 3 to 4 times stronger than a damn Coors Light. Well, I think water's stronger than a Coors Light, but anyhow. All right, let's read. Despite the crudeness, it is tricky to make an effective maltile cocktail. Despite the untruly nature of the rebel, it is very tricky to resist, except conventions. Maltile cocktail is a tour de force in hoppiness. It's a spark for action and by far one of the most authoritative beers ever made by Evil Twin Brewing. And I'm going to agree with that. I love the play on the Maltile Molotov cocktail. Gosh, Dan, I'm sorry. Because it is a tool of, hey, I've got some gas, got a little bit of oil, I've got an empty beer bottle, I've got a rag, I got some fire, I can make something to, help me out in a bad situation. I'm pinned down, I'm running low on ammo, oh my God, there's this Jeep or something, I got a bottle, bloop, 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 bloop. You make a Molotov, yes, Molotov cocktail. So, you light it on fire, buys you enough time to get out of that bad situation. I know that is an everyday thing for me. I'm always in a bad situation, so I always need a Molotov cocktail. So, with that, let's get on with this beer. I did not find a whole lot of information besides what was on this can. I do know they're out of New York, I believe. Okay, this is an Imperial Indian Pale Ale with mango and orange added, which I think is a pretty common thing. Distributed by 12% LLC, Brooklyn, New York. Brewed by Evil Twins, Stamford, Connecticut. It is a beer that has many of headquarters. New York, Stamford, Connecticut, somewhere overseas somewheres. A foreigner, I guess, discovered it, which doesn't surprise me. Foreigners seem to be some pretty damn good brewmasters. And I would love to compare, like over across the pond, brewmasters from there, brewmasters from here. I know a lot of them migrated over here, and that's why we have a great brewmasters over here. So one time I would like to do a comparison on that, and I'm back turning my phone the way it's not supposed to be, because to be a professional, you're supposed to turn it like this, have the wide angle. I like the wide angle, but I don't know, maybe we'll just flip it back and forth all fucking time. And let's give a challenge out to that Billy Bob Roscoe. You're done, okay? I would love to do a beer tasting. I don't know where you live, Billy Bob Roscoe, but if someone could please hand this video off to that guy, he's a legend as far as a YouTuber to me. I mean, a fun-loving guy that just freaking drinks beer and gives his opinion and stuff, and that's freaking fantastic. I love it. It's just raw. It's true. It's great. I think. I follow this guy. like I said, I follow a lot of other YouTubers. Furious P, if you're ever interested in that, guy's got a great story himself. He's breaks a lot of records. The Oz Man, of course, that guy is out of control. Um, are we having it yet? Is that the leather jacket guy? He in his videos, he's all woo woo. He's all over the place. Oh, what are we having here? Oh, we're having a pint. He's always having a pint. Well, we're having a pint too. Let's get on with this. Evil twins. I'm not, like I like to critique everyone's the Molotov cocktail. I think that's a very generic logo they got on here for the craft beer, because most craft beers are absolutely fantastic about doing their marketing and labeling. I like the little play on the Molotov with the explosive in their beer, and then trying to make it and everything, and making that a comparison. That is cool, but this can needs a little bit of redesigning. I just don't think it's up to par. Okay, let's get on with this IPA. That's 12% alcohol by volume, and I can tell you this much: I have sampled this, and this is my last can out of the 4-pack. Buying in 4-packs, $10 a 4-pack. It is expensive, or I feel it's expensive. It may not be expensive to some of you rich guys out there, especially some of you hipsters that go to work and play video games all day. Woo! Make sure to recycle. Here's another thing I don't really preach in these videos, but if you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. That's some serious shit. You do not want to take your life or anyone else's life while enjoying adult spirits. So please be safe and be responsible while you're doing this. God knows I'm not going anywhere, and I have Mrs. B-Rad to drive me around. I really need to clean out my glasses. It's got all kinds of crap floating around in it. I'm ashamed to show you. It's got a nice color to it. It's got a hoppy citrus smell to it. Very pleasing to the nose. And let's give it a try. Woo. Now I'm telling you what, for something that's 12% alcohol by volume, I don't find this IPA really overbearing in flavor. I mean, it's got the great hoppiness in it, like most of your IPAs do. They have great hoppiness, and I love the hoppiness. I don't know about you. Some people don't like it, but I like it, and I think it's just natural to put in stuff like the mangoes and the blood oranges and stuff with this, and blend it with this. I think it's a great combination, and I think that's why a lot of brewmasters do it that way. These guys who brew this beer are serious about this shit, and it is not only an art, but it is a craft. And a lot of these guys work years upon years to master this kind of stuff. So, some guys may get lucky and put out their first batch of beer and it's a hit. Other guys have been working, some of these breweries have been around for 400 years, and they're still going at it, passing on from generation to generation. And that's what's so fantastic about some of the history behind some of these breweries, because they are, back 1700s, and I'd like to get a little bit of information on how old can we really trace beer back. I read this article, said you can trace beer back, like all the way back to Jesus and crap. Okay, and what had happened was the farmers were out freaking, farming and everything, and, they had their wheat, and I guess, some yeast, and it rained, and then they had this, stuff that was like a very damn raw type of beer. It sat there for a few days, and the yeast kicked in and everything, and they drank it, and they got drunk, and they discovered, hey, that's just a mild version of what I've discovered. I don't know how true that is, but let's give it some little chuggability tests. It has great Great head on it. I give it a 3.5 on the head. I give it a 3.9 on color. And I give it a 3.9 on taste, according to, I guess that's how Beer Advocate rates stuff. Okay, so we'll just kind of follow in lines with that. It's a very good beer, and I'd buy it again. I can't wait to sample some of the other stuff Evil Twins has out there. Okay, let's check Billy. This one's for Billy Bob Roscoe. I'm done with it. Woo! Goes down smooth. It does not have a bad aftertaste to it at all, like most IPAs. I highly recommend this Evil Twins. Evil Twins, man. It is freaking fantastic. I give it a, oh God, I'm so full of anger and rage. Okay, I just had to get that out. Oh gosh. I'm just not right. Anyhow, let's get on with the thank you very much for those who served our country and sacrificed it all. Once again, I salute you and thank you for your service. And not only is this for our fallen soldiers, but this is for our former Secretary of Defense, James Mattis. May you find yourself in presidency in 2020. And as curator of a popular, well, maybe not popular Facebook page, but an infantry Facebook page, we've always supported James Mattis for president in 2016, and will support him for presidency in 2020, even though it's not his idea. We still would like to see people put him on the board and done something that's, I believe this has been done. There's been someone who's, I think someone in history has been nominated president just by, write-in. I think there was one person. Let's try to make it two, or if it hasn't been done, let's try to make it happen. So, to our fallen, Mad Dog Mattis, and of course, Chesty Puller, wherever you are. Whew. Oh, I gotta go chasing the cork. All right, thank you very much, Brad Lance, Massimo Flavor, crap. I'm sorry, Massimo. Apologize for that, brother. Casey Patch, Chris Nicholson, David Aslan. Okay, that is another Somalia brother of mine. Love it. Maybe I will tell some Somalia stories next time, just something mild. I can tell you this one. When I was in Desert Storm and we were at Tent City waiting to come back, I wanted to take a shit in peace, okay? So I sit there and walk quite a ways out, in the middle of nowhere, had my little MRE sleeve out. Then here comes a freaking goddamn helo, CH-56 maybe, I can't remember. But it comes flying in, and I'm like trying to take the shit, and these guys are fucking laughing at me. I flip them the bird, they flip me the bird. It's common courtesy, everyone flips each other the bird, and then of course I was embarrassed. I'm sitting there trying to drop a deuce in the middle of nowhere privately, and anyhow, with that being said, thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching another episode of Getting Drunk with B-Rad. I love that title. That's what it's going to be. Getting Drunk with B-Rad's beer review. Hoorah.